Okay, this is today's homework. Um, so if your class, most classes I did this. If I did not, some class I used a lot of different numbers. So if you didn't do this, copy this or finish the one you have, okay, in class. Number two, so different classes I do different problems with. Number two, they're asking you to find perimeter and area. So we'll start with perimeter. Or in this case I started with area and I noticed that W is missing right here. So you have to do Pythagorean Theorem. The reason I started without area because I explained how to find it first. So to find area of a triangle, you do length times width divided by 2, right? Replaced 12 for each for length. Okay, replace this 12 for the length for L right here. Okay, place that. The 12 for it. Because W is missing, you need to do Pythagorean Theorem. Do A squared plus B squared equals C squared and get the square root of this is 5. That's why we put 5 here for the width, right there, and 5 here for this width there. And then you explain that on your paragraph and use Pythagorean Theorem to find the width. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Replace A for 12, B with W for width, and C with 13. Then do the square, 12 and 13, you get that. And then subtract. And that's what I all explain in there. You need to be thorough in explaining what you did. Then subtract 144 to both sides to get 25. Then find the square root. You take the square root of 25 to get 5 as the width. Last, find the area. So make sure that you use the vocabulary words I highlighted here. Okay. I'll delete this and you'll see which one I highlighted. There. So, and then this one here, some class I did, this class obviously I did. Manuals building a rectangular deck that needs a wooden diagonal support beam. This is a rectangular deck, and then in some classes I showed what a deck looked like. So here is a deck. So you see what a deck should look like and understand. These are decks. Basically another word for porch. Okay, and that this is what they're talking about is a porch. It's a deck. Okay, and he wants a diagonal beam put in here, and the deck is 8 feet wide by 15 feet long. Label that there. And then you need to do Pythagorean Theorem, and you get 17. Well, he has a 16.5 foot. Well, if that's the case, Manuel's beam is too short because by 0.5 feet. 16 is not long enough for 17. Okay. And then number 3, same thing. The diameter of the table. Orville and Jerry want to put a custom-made round table in their living room. The tabletop is made out of glass with a diameter of this. So I drew a table with that diameter. The front door is 36 inch wide and 80 inch tall. Orville thinks that the tabletop will fit through the door, but Jerry does not. Who is correct and why? Okay. So there's the doorway, 36 inches by 80 inches. And any table to fit in, we're using the diagonal piece, okay, going in. Turn it sideways. Sideways is the diagonal or the hypotenuse. Okay, you do a squared and you get that they can fit up to 87.7 feet. So 85 inches table will fit in. Orville, so therefore Orville is correct because the table is smaller than the doorway sideways. Okay, B. Bill is building a rectangular deck, again, a deck. 8 feet wide and 15 feet long. Tyrone is helping Bill with the deck. Tyrone has 2 boards, one that is 8 feet long and the other 7 feet long. He puts the 2 boards together, so he put them together. 8 and 7 makes 15, right? Feet. End to end, and lay them diagonally on the deck area. So he's laying them diagonally, which is the hypotenuse, the deck area. Where they will fit. What should he tell? Oh, what should he tell Bill? Not Bill. Bill. Okay, he laid it down there. What should he tell him? Probably too short. It's the longest length. Okay, so will 15 work there? All right. A squared, this is 90 degrees, plus b squared equals to c squared. 8 squared plus 15 squared equals to c squared, or the hypotenuse. Another word for it is hypotenuse. Add that together. $17. Bill should tell, Tyrone should tell Bill. Tyrone should tell Tyrone should tell Bill that it's too short. By because you need 17 feet and you only have 2 feet. That's a lot of foot. That's, 24 inches. It will not work. Most classes we finish A. Okay. On your worksheet, I wonder why your worksheet is different than mine. Uh-oh, find it. Shoot. Oh, I put it in here. Oh yeah, your worksheet's definitely not the same as mine here. Okay, so we did this in class and I did it correctly. So this is all different than your worksheet. So you're finding that. So some of you may want to go from dot up like that, line up this dot there. That's this dot there. Okay, that's 5 and 12, you count it. 5 is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And 12, you count it 0 to 12. Or some of you may want to go downward like this. Count it 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 right there. That's 12. And this is 5. Notice it's the same thing as the other way. So you do a squared plus b squared equals to c squared. A is 5 squared plus 12 squared equals to 36 squared. Take the square root. 12 point something. 100. Take the square root of that. So calculator. Find the square root of 159. You got 12.06. Okay, so this is this hypotenuse is 12.06. 12.6. Okay, and then B says on your paper find area and perimeter. Area equals length times width divided by 2. Area equals 5 times 12 divided by 2. Perimeter, you add all sides. 12.6 plus 12 plus 5. Okay, you add them all up. 24, 29, perimeter is 29.6 units. This is units squared for area. Okay, you do the same for this one. Okay, and then you, draw a line across like this. Oh, that's too far because there's nothing there. That's 6, it's 12. Okay, so you do a squared. This is find area and perimeter. Okay, plus b squared equals to c squared. Get 12 squared plus 6 squared. Hypotenuse. Equals to the hypotenuse squared. So you add that together, you get 180. Take the square root of 180. Okay. $13.4. Okay, 13.1, 4. So this is 13.4. This is important for later when you're trying to find the perimeter, right? So perimeter. Oh my gosh. Okay, you know what to do for perimeter. You add all the sides. I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay, perimeter, you add all the sides. 13.4 plus 12 plus 6. So perimeter equals to 31.4 units. Area is length times width divided by 2. Length and width is always the two legs. 12 and 6. Okay, and then you do the same for this one here. This one, yours copied wrong. I told kids not to do this one. And then round your answer to nearest tenth. Okay, so sure you do that. And that's 3 here, 6 here. And you do a squared plus b squared equals to c squared. That's all you have to do here, okay? So you do 3 squared plus 6 squared equals. That's not 18, my God. What am I doing? It's 36. So 45 equals c squared. Take the square root. The answer is 6 point something. Right? Use the calculator and find it. Okay, I'll just show it to you. $6.7. Okay, all right, you can find how long should the piece of wood be for the ramp. The piece, you need to write things in complete sentence. The piece of wood should be a squared plus b squared equals to c squared. Make sure it's a and b. Here's the 90-degree angle. Okay, Perry wants to use a ladder to reach a shelf. I forgot the F here. I mean the H. That is 11 feet above the ground. Okay, so a shelf. You got a shelf. Books there. That's 11 feet. And he wants to use a 12-foot ladder. How far from the wall should Perry place the base of the ladder so the top of this ladder reach this shelf? Okay, so here's the ladder. How far from the wall? Here's the wall. Should Perry place the base of the ladder so the top of the ladder reaches the shelf? So how far should this be? Okay, the ladder's 12 feet. Here's the 90-degree angle to find how far the wall is to the thing. You finish that. If you don't know, it's 11 squared plus b squared equals to 12 squared. 121 plus b squared equals to 144. Take the square root, it's 4 point something, right? Okay, here we go. Tanya walks to school every day. She walks 4 blocks east. So 4 blocks east and 3 blocks south. Around a parking lot. Upon arriving at school, she realized she forgot her math homework. In a panic, she decides to run back home to get her homework by taking a shortcut through the parking lot. Okay, so describe how many yards Tanya shortcut for the block. So she normally takes this. Now she's going to run home, take the shortcut through the block. So this is the shortcut. This is called the hypotenuse. This is the shortcut. There's the cut. Okay, each is 50 yards. So there's 4 of them. 50 plus 50 plus 50. It's 200. It's 150. So let's do Pythagorean Theorem. There's 90 degrees. A squared plus b squared equals 2c squared. Okay, you find out what the shortcut is and answer this question. Backside. Okay. Figure out how many fewer yards. Try to answer that question because the long way is this way. That's 200 plus 150 is 350. The shortcut is right here. You find the answer and you subtract it to it. Okay, number 12, making it no solution. Okay, when you have this, you always, if you forgot, start with pick numbers for the box with the most. So 2, you can do 2, 3, 4. Bring down this x plus this 4. You always distribute first. Bring down the 2, and then combine this like term. So you get 3x plus the 14. Okay, no solution, the coefficient, 3x has to be the same. So this needs to be 3. So 3x, and the constant is different. So plus like 12. Cannot be the same as 14. Or you can use 2, any number but 14. 3x plus 2, 3x plus 2, minus 3x, 0, 0, 2 does not equal to 14. This is called no solution. Okay. Infinite solution is when they're all the same. So let's pick a number. Let's say 5, 4, 2. Doesn't matter. Okay, so let's say you use those numbers. 5 plus, no, give it some more room. 5 plus 4 plus, parentheses, x plus 2. 5 plus 4x plus 8. You distribute that. Combine the like terms. 4x plus 13. Infinite solution, infinite many. Everything is the same. So everything's the same. So this must be 4x plus 13. Subtract 4x, make 0. 13 equals to 13, no infinite solution. Okay, now this last question, it takes video so long because I don't know where kids are at. Additive inverse. Okay, least common denominator is 8, so multiply it all by 8. Cross cancel. You get 1 times 5 is 5, 4g plus negative 8 plus, this is a negative 40, equal, cross cancel, that's 2, 2 times 3 is 6g, okay, distribute 20g plus negative 40 that's negative 80. And 0 there, that's negative 80 equals to negative 16. That's 6, not 4. 6. So that leaves you 14. G divided by negative 14. G equals, reduce this, can't divide evenly, 40 over 7. One solution. Here, there's multiple ways of doing it. You can, I don't know how long that's been there. Huh. I hope it hasn't been there the whole time. Additive inverse. You can do these first aside, like 1, get negative 4j plus 6 plus 3, you get 9, negative 4j plus 9. Oh, that's a negative 6, so that gives you negative 3. Hold on. Oh, that's a negative. So that's a positive 6. That's still a 9. Yep, that's a 9. That's what happens when, okay, on this other side we have 1/2, not negative 1/2. Negative 9j plus 6. Oh, let's get rid, oh, we don't want fractions. It gets complicated. Let's get rid of them. So multiply all by 2. Gets you negative 8j plus 18. You get 1 times 8, negative 9j plus 6. Distribute. 1 times anything is itself. Okay. Minus 6. 12 equals negative 1j. Divide by negative 1. J is negative 12. One solution. Okay, hope this helps.